Manchester United boss Erik sticks to his guns on AMAD as clause expires. AMAD reportedly won't be returning to Manchester United in the January transfer window, despite his electric form on loan at Sunderland. The 20-year-old winger has taken the championship by storm this season, prompting suggestions Erik could use him to bolster his attacking options. AMAD arrived at Sunderland in the summer with his United career hanging by a thread following a disappointing spell at Rangers. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's sacking and the subsequent departures of key figures like Ed Woodward and Matt Judge intensified skepticism about why the club splashed an initial £18 million for his signature in January 2021. But AMAD is showcasing the potential that United saw in him from just 77 minutes of first-team football at Atalanta during his Stadium of Light stay. The Ivory Coast international has registered 7 goals and 1 assist in his last 13 games for Sunderland, raising questions over whether he's ready to return to Old Trafford. However, the Sunderland Echo report that has opted against reintroducing AMAD to his attacking ranks for the second half of the 2022-23 campaign. It is claimed but there was a deadline in his Black Cat's contract, and that date has now passed, meaning he will remain on Wearside until May. Is eyeing a pre-season return for AMAD, where he will hope he can fight his way into his first-team plans for next season. Sunderland manager Tony Mowbray, who also garnered impressive form out of Harvey Elliott at Blackburn Rovers, has revealed he held talks with United loan manager Les Perry about AMAD, and he described the starlet as an unbelievable talent, claiming he's undroppable in his current form. He said, "I had a long chat with Les Perry about him this week. I think he's got the talent to play for Man United. The question is whether he's got the personality to play there and break through that ceiling. He had a disappointing loan at Rangers last year, but I couldn't pick a team without him right now. The ball sticks to his foot, he sees every pass and works really hard. We've worked hard on getting him to shoot more regularly, and so I can see his belief and his personality growing. The hope is he goes back to Man United, does what he does and finds himself around their team. He'll get opportunities, I bet, in preseason, and then it's down to him. I've managed players like Harvey Elliott at Blackburn. He's a similar talent, plays with his head up. The ball is so easy for AMAD. He doesn't have to think because he can just kill it dead, and he sees the pass straight away. It's unbelievable how clever he is with the football. The talent will never be a problem for AMAD. I'll be really interested to see how he goes." In other news, Man United January transfer plans all but confirmed by secret Old Trafford departure. Manchester United's agonizing defeat at Arsenal was their first in the league since the start of November. Since losing at Aston Villa, there has been dramatic changes at Old Trafford, headlined by the blockbuster departure of Cristiano Ronaldo. The 37-year-old was allowed to leave the club in November following his explosive interview with Piers Morgan that left United boss Erik with even fewer attacking options, having already hinted he would like extra prior to Ronaldo's exit. "We are always in the market," he explained before the January window opened. But despite that promise, it was always anticipated that this would be a quiet month in terms of potential incomings. Football director John Murdoch intimated as much, claiming that their focus was instead on the summer window. Murdoch said, "As always, the main focus remains on the summer window, and we're already well underway with our planning for next summer. January is a difficult time to find players that teams are willing to let go. It's no secret that we're looking for a new center forward. We'll see what's possible in January, but we only want to bring in players who are good enough and who will make the squad stronger. We're not going to sign players for the sake of making signings. You also need to remember that we invested over £200 million in the squad last summer, and, as a club, we need to remain financially disciplined and compliant with FFP rules. So, while we will be exploring options, I don't expect it to be a busy January window on the men's side. And while Wout Weghorst and Jack Butland have arrived on loan for the remainder of the season, there isn't expected to be any more arrivals. That public stance has also been reaffirmed by the decision to allow Tom Keane to leave his role within the clubs. Keane was hired during the summer to assist in negotiations following the exit of Matt Judge. He played a key part in United's high-profile signings in the summer, including when he joined Murdoch in Madrid to get a deal done. But The Athletic report that after initial discussions were held in regards to extending his stay, he has now returned to his law firm Brandsmiths. It is claimed that uncertainty over United's ownership meant that recruitment for some roles has been placed on hold. There had been hopes that Keane would stay in his position permanently, but now a new chief negotiator is set to be hired between now and the start of the summer window. That appears to effectively confirm that the Red Devils are shut for business when it comes to the final week of this month. The report adds that Keane has still been approached by agents during the current window, but has instead referred them to Murdoch, his deputy Andy O'Boyle, and head of recruitment operations Steve Brown. A quiet end to the window may not go down too well with Ten Hag, who has helped transform their fortunes, but lamented his limited offensive options following the loss at the Emirates. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.